is Monday morning, and we have a full week this week. Looks like we have some extra things to do. Gianna was helping our former neighbor. We used to live in town, and she's an older gal who needed some help putting her gardens to bed for the winter. Our former neighbor's neighbor saw Gianna working, called our former neighbor and said, "Hey, will you lend me your little helper you have there? I will pay her." So now we have two older women who need Gianna to help them. Tomorrow we have someone with an orthodontist appointment, and then Wednesday we're running a confirmation class at our house, and Thursday there's a concert, and Friday, glorious Friday, I don't think we have anything. And of course, in the midst of all of that, we have some squash that needs to be preserved. We have some apples that seriously need to get taken care of. So school this week might be very basic, get the basic things done, and all hands on deck, getting some food put up. I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, the school day has begun. So every day I like to start our school day with a song. It sure beats yelling throughout the house, "It's time for school!" So we gather with a song and a little prayer, and then we usually read the daily gospel reading. We used to read all the daily readings, and for some reason that just didn't work for us, so we do the gospel readings. Warming up my coffee. Haven't done the dishes yet. I don't know if I've said this explicitly, but I took my older kids off of breakfast and lunch dishes because I don't have a baby. I have this guy who's demanding, but not physically demanding. So I thought, well, I can technically do this. That way they can get their schoolwork done. The problem is I don't always get to it right away. So oftentimes once we get we call it aura time, because aura means to pray. I'm sure it's completely grammatically incorrect, but there you have it.
Yeah.
And, oh, is that good water? Good. And then we do our read aloud. And then I start away with school. And then usually while I have someone sitting at the table doing school with me, I am in the kitchen also cleaning up breakfast. Is that how I want it to be? No, not really. So we're gonna work on that this fall still. See if I can't get my act together a little bit more and get my stuff done. So that's that. So we are going to get started, do our read aloud, and get going on this school day. Finished with all of my elementary school kids' school for the day. I usually get done with the elementary school kid stuff in the morning, and then in the afternoon we will hit some other stuff every once in a while, except for when we have tons of food stuff to take care of. So today we are not doing any more school. School will consist of sharing, playing nice, and being creative and figuring out ways that you can entertain yourself. That's what school is going to be. I have lunch sitting here cooling, and then here's what we need to get done. So I need to still clean up the kitchen. That will be fine. High schooler on the floor in the sun. That looks good. Okay, check out all of the apples that we got. Here is our apple harvest, and this is after kids have spent a few weeks, at least a couple weeks, just picking apples off the tree and eating them whenever they feel like it. I didn't think we had this many, but we do have this many. So we're gonna have to take care of those. I canned some beans for the first time yesterday. I bought this really cool digital pressure canner. So far I think I like it. I was about to get mad at whoever left this sweatshirt here. Guess whose it is? It's mine. Okay, I'm gonna clean up the table and maybe put some dishes away and then call kids up for lunch. I'm also going to enlist the help of that high schooler that you just saw in the living room to cut up some apples for lunch. And then after lunch, we have a bunch of other stuff to do. It's Monday, so I have this really fantastic, beautiful chart on my refrigerator. See how beautiful that is? Laminated and everything. That means I'm organized. Basically, it breaks up like certain chores that I know need to be hit every week. So on Mondays, I have water my indoor plants. They still look like they're gonna die. I can't grow indoor plants, people. I don't know what's wrong with me. Quick mop the floor, which we may or may not do since we're gonna be doing a lot of apple stuff, which is gonna get the floor sticky, so we might wait until we're done with that. Wipe down the microwave and just wipe down the front of the fridge. Sometimes it gets a little sticky and gross, and the microwave can almost always use a little bit of help. So I'll get to those this afternoon. I also need to get to our budget. Haven't touched that in a while, and as you know, grocery prices are going up, so I need to kind of visit that a little bit. Need to do that, and it seems like there's a couple of other things that I need to do, but we're gonna focus on the most important thing, which is right now, feeding kids. Got a good start in the kitchen. Not perfect, but we're on our way. I need to put those boxes back downstairs for the next hunt. We're gonna have lunch, and we are gonna knock out some afternoon chores. Okay, have the dishes done. Got the microwave clean. While I was doing the dishes, I discovered that our little sprayer nozzle thingy, this little thingy, there's a bunch of junk on it. See that? We have super hard water in our house. And so what I want to do is go take a nap. I'm really tired today. We are living the life of little kids who get up in the morning. I feel like I've said this over and over again. Anyway, little kids who get up early in the morning and big kids who never go to bed at night. And we want to hang out with both of them. I mean, both groups of them. So anyway, I feel like I'm not getting enough sleep. Such is life, right? Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just making this up on the fly, but I think it's gonna work. I am going to sprinkle some baking soda in the bottom of that jar. See this? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then I'm going to stick said nozzle, sorry, my dishwasher's running, you can hear it. The nozzle inside of said jar. I don't know if this is gonna work. I might have to hold it in there. Oh, no, I won't. There we go. Okay, then I'm gonna fill. Is that good? Okay. Then I'm going to grab, we have tons of vinegar because we thought we were gonna be doing more pickling, which is fine because I can clean with it and I can cook with it. I just need to find it. Oh, I have plenty. I thought I'd have to pick another one. So I'm gonna stick some vinegar. Now we all know what happens when we mix vinegar and baking soda, don't we? It's gonna be a fun explosion. I might tame it down with a little bit of water, but we'll see. Okay, how fun is this? It's like science experiment with Megan. Little kids, oh yeah, that's good. So I think that's just gonna bubble in there. I'm hoping it doesn't ruin the finish on our faucet. It might. We'll just find out, I guess. So I'm gonna do that, a little more vinegar. Oh yeah, it likes that. Just because it's super fun. I'm gonna sprinkle some more baking soda in there. Baking soda. Baking soda. And then I'm going to turn on the water and just let that soak. I'm going to fill this up so it soaks all that off. And I'm going to, whoops, just get it in there somehow. Okay. I'm going to do that. Alright, so I'm just going to let that soak. What I'm going to do, I'm going to fill up my water bottle. I'm going to go for a quick walk. The kids have been outside playing since after lunch. They have an overturned laundry basket that they're pretending is like a storefront of some sort. And a couple of the pop-up little kid tents have come outside, and they're just enjoying a most beautiful afternoon. It is gorgeous out today. About 65, so nice and cool, not hot, not cold, just perfect. You can probably hear Veronica is doing her writing in the living room. Gianna's practicing piano. She practices for about 2 hours a day, so the piano's being played a lot. Okay. Okay, so our new ice maker, on our refrigerator spits ice out at you. So you have to like cover it with your hand, otherwise it comes right over the top of the cup. Design flaw. Instead of just plain water, I decided I'm going to do a liquid IV. I can only handle about half of one, so I fill up this water bottle. Put half of one of these in here and then fill it all the way up to the top, and then usually the next day I'll do half. First of all, these are really expensive. Second of all, it's just really too sweet. I think there's actual sugar in here. Let me see, is there? What's sweetening it? Something is sweetening in it. Yeah, pure cane sugar, first ingredient. So probably should not be drinking these. So here's my tip for the day. If you feel like taking a nap, just drink water and get outside. Usually that's all you need. And I'm planning on going to bed early tonight. Okay, I walked for a good, probably about half an hour. Whoop, felt good. All right, we're gonna come back and check our progress here. My guess is I might still have to scrub it, and maybe it didn't even touch it at all. We'll see. It is way better. I don't know if you can tell, but the thick stuff is no longer there. Right, 2 baskets of laundry down. 1 more to go, but it's still in the dryer. I turned the oven on. It's about 4:30 now. Nope, it's not. I lied. It's like 4:10. I mentioned in my last video how we have been getting milk from a local dairy. I think I mentioned that. Anyway, if not, we've been getting milk from a local dairy. We just finished off a gallon, and so now I'm going to take this gallon, and if you can see, that's the cream line right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take the cream off of this to use in coffee. This alone feels like a huge win because the dairy that we get the milk from sells it for $3 a gallon. And so we get a whole gallon of milk and then all that cream, which takes a while for us to go through. Now my oven is at temperature. So our former neighbor that Gianna was helping yesterday sent dinner home with her last night, and we did not eat it last night because they got home too late. So we'd already had to make other plans. Anyway, so we're gonna eat that tonight. So I feel like I have a little extra time this afternoon to get some things done. Kids are just out playing. It is a beautiful fall day. Okay, I also want to show you my free and super creative fall decor. Are you ready for this? It's called, look at those leaves on the ground there. Oh yeah, right there. That's my fall decor. It's called Leaves Coming In Off the Deck whenever people come in the house. Yep. Stick around for more tips and tricks on how to decorate your house. Okay, since I have a little extra time, I have 2 things that have been on my list of what I need to do. One of them is to clean out our desk drawer area. The other is to tackle our budget. I kind of feel like organizing the drawer, to be honest with you. I don't feel like looking at our budget. But the fact that making sure we're sticking to budget is kind of how we feed our family, I guess I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna get that done, and big kids are out with little kids, so everyone is taken care of. I'll come back in the kitchen and dry and put away those dishes. You know what? No, I'm gonna dry them. I'm gonna make someone else put them away. Why am I doing all this? And then kids will come in, do a quick cleanup of the house, put laundry away. We are just rocking it. Are you ready for bed?
Nugget. See ya!
Found it with your foot. With your foot. Found it. Noggin.
Oh, it's gonna hurt. Don't. I just got run over. Oh my goodness, someone is singing opera. Someone's always singing opera in this house. All right, one thing I forgot that we need to do. Good job, you guys are my son. It's in is grind meat. So the deer that Nika destroyed, just shot, is now ground meat. Gigi's cutting up pork.
Indeed.
And then we'll grind that and we're making it into sausage because we have lots of ground beef. And there you go. Whoa, when I was a kid.
Bash your head
Hey.
with a rock.
Whoa.
Come back here, Abel. I'm gonna get you.
Whoa, I'm gonna get run over.
I've got a rock and it's got your name on it, buddy.
When I was a kid, I didn't.
Count
Bikes didn't exist when I was a kid.
It's not true.
I hadn't invented the wheel yet.
All right, we're gonna say prayers. We're gonna read books to these little people. We're gonna tuck in the smaller children and then get going on the rest of the stuff. Deep in a dungeon, the bats were sleeping soundly, and Goblin woke to a new day. He lit the torches, he fed the rats, he gnawed on an old boot for breakfast, and he thought about the day ahead. That about does it for me for the day. We are going to season some venison sausage and get it packaged up and put in the freezer. Thank you for watching and following along in my day. I will see you next time. Bye.